Hello, Crypto Odyssey here, back at you with another video on XRP. So we've got some interesting updates going on in the markets at the moment. And as you can see, I've been tracking this ascending triangle or double bottom, however you would like to call it. And it seems we've been stuck in this range now since the 21st of November until now. XRP has formed this higher low, which is contradicting the previous lower lows that we were setting beforehand. Could this be a precursor for a reversal in the market? Well, that's what I'm tracking here. And there are some other higher time frames that may support that argument. This is on the 4-hourly time frame, and it is also supported. If we look down, we have this stochastic RSI cross, which is just crossed over now on the 4-hourly. So we could see support form here on this ascending line. If that is the case, then we could see another move upwards to potentially resistance around $2.2. We've been hitting our head on that resistance now, not just one time, but multiple times. We hit it here once, twice. We didn't get far enough last time. However, potentially, if this support holds, we could see that move to the upside. Of course, if it doesn't, then we could see a measured move. If we draw from the base to the top, and if we drop down here, we could see a move back down to 1.6. I mean, this is not a small move. It would be taking out some of the liquidity or from this low back here. Am I convinced that the low is in here and this is going to be a double bottom? Because what we could see here as well, if I just clean up the chart a little bit, this could also be a larger W bottom that will be playing out. Because if the smaller W bottom plays out here, then that could give us momentum to play out the larger W bottom. And the neckline for that would be, let's just clean up this chart. We'd be looking at this region here. If we can clear $2.6, which will be arguably the next point of resistance once we break out of $2.2, then we could see potentially that come into play. Again, if we break out of that, then we're seeing that large move to the upside that we've all been expecting. There is a lot of fear in the market, and retail is just bored. I mean, retail just does not care. Whales have been buying during these periods. And so we want to be doing what smart money and what the big players are doing, because there is a pattern that repeats in the crypto markets. It's that retail gets stung. Retail is fearful. And when retail is fearful, that's when you want to be optimistic and bullish. And there is still fear in the market. So I have no doubt that we will see a positive reversal coming soon. If we just look at what CoinMarketCap is saying for fear, I mean, we're still on 25. Okay, it's not like before where, I mean, if you just look at this chart overall, these are where you want to be buying. You don't want to be buying in greed. You want to be buying in fear. And we've come out of extreme fear now, and we are in fear. So could this be a precursor for a move to the upside? I think so. Let's just look on another chart here. So this is on the 3 daily. We have momentum to the downside that we see in price action waning, as you could see by the light rose-colored or light pink color that we're seeing on the MACD. And this is telling us that the momentum to the downside is waning. It's slowing down. And once we see this MACD cross where the blue line crosses above the orange line, then that gives us an indication that momentum to the upside might swing in. The last times that we saw that were back here, where we saw a major move to the upside. This was roughly 89%, or 90% rather. Again, a big move. We saw it back here. Again, the market does like to fake out here. We saw one here. Again, it wasn't a tremendous move, but where did it happen? Right about here. Still a 30% move. Yeah, and that's still, from where we are now, would still be taking us, to that 2.6 level. Yeah. If we were to do a 90% move, that would take us, you know, past the all-time highs, touching into $4. Okay. Obviously, the big MACD cross that we saw on the 3 daily occurred during this monumental move, which was the start of this major bull market. And that was about 600%. So let's see what is going to happen for the future. I am optimistic. I don't think that we've entered a bear market. If you look at the structure that we have here, we're not seeing a blow off top. This is significant consolidation. If we look here, this is a consolidation period. It doesn't scream a major top is in. It looks like a double top potentially, but if we look at the indicators and what's been happening, we're not seeing indications of a bearish trend kicking in. We're seeing indications of a bullish trend. So this move has already played out. We've been in a downtrend for pretty much a year. I would say it started from this January period, because this was a double top in July where everyone thought we were going to break out. The market was not ready yet. And I think that people are screaming for lower lows here, or a bear market breakdown or a bubble burst, but we're just falling into support. And I believe that we're going to rally up according to these indicators. Also, another chart I want to show you here. Now, this is Steve's indicator. For you who don't know who Steve is, he's on Crypto Crew University. And this is his heat worm. A really, really nice indicator. If we look here, it gives us clear indication of buying points as well as selling points. And the big major buy periods are where the color is blue. When the ribbon is blue, that's when we want to be buying, and we want to be selling when the ribbon is red, as they mark the bull market tops. Right now, we're sitting in this teal/green color, and that tells us that the market top is not in. It also tells us that, you know, the buying period was really back here where we wanted to be stocking up, and this is where I was buying XRP a lot. However, I do think there's still major opportunity for upside, and of course, none of this is financial advice, but I have been picking up some XRP here. If we look at the RSI as well, what's different about this RSI from history is we didn't really have two major peaks like last time, where we had one here and one here. We had one major one back in November 2024, but this one, it was limp. It fell short of the major move that we had last time, and instead we fell down. Now, this does not look promising, because if we look at what happened last time in 2018, the RSI also came down, and it marked the start of a bear market. But if we compare the differences here, the move is a lot smaller. It is not as large as the prior. This looks like a blow off top because it is a big green candle, whereas here, this was just consolidation going on over here. So it's different price action, and that causes different results. So we are far away now from the yellow line here. So I am cautiously optimistic that the market is going to reverse here, and we might see higher price action shortly, especially going into the new year. I don't think that we're going to be entering a bear market. If anything, we've been consolidating for an extensive period now. Obviously, we had the big move in July, but the market wasn't ready yet. The market was not ready yet. So let's see what January has in store for us. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.